Hi guys, welcome back to Home on the Hitch. Glad to see you. Hope everybody is doing well. Out here at the RV today to do a project that I've been looking forward to for quite a little while. On our current trip when we were in New Jersey, we had some issues with the door lock. And when we got there actually and set up, we couldn't get the door to unlock. The key wouldn't work, so I took it apart. There were some loose screws inside, tightened everything up. It worked great, it worked fine. But over the trip, it's kind of loosened up again. I fixed it again. And now we're here at the storage lot. And when I locked the door the other day, I could feel it being tough. So I've got a new lock to put in, pretty excited about. So we've had one of these before on our other camper, but we're gonna put another one on this one. So make sure you stick around. We're gonna look at it, see how it works and put it in. So stick around, Home on the Hitch. What we're going to do today is we're going to be doing the rvlock keyless entry lock version 4. We had one of the original ones on our other travel trailer, our very first travel trailer. Really enjoyed it. I got this on a Black Friday sale. Not sponsored, bought it with our own money, but I did get a really good deal on it. They had a Black Friday deal. Was, I believe, 40% off. So the only issue that we had with our other one was that the keypad material kind of, the covering over the numbers kind of delaminated. And I emailed rvlock before we bought this to ask if that had been addressed, and they said it had. So we'll see. We're gonna, it's a good quality lock, so we're gonna see. We'll go ahead and put it in and see how it holds up. So that's what we're gonna be going over today. Real quick before we do that, I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed. We really appreciate everybody that's watching the videos. If you're watching the videos and enjoying them, please hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. We love the feedback. We're trying to get better. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do that. There'll be links in the description below. On our website, www.homeonthehitch.com/store. You'll see our Amazon affiliate links for all things related to RV. You know, if you're going to buy stuff, RV toilet paper or toilet chemicals or lights or anything like that that's listed on there, if you buy it through one of those links, it doesn't cost you anything extra, it doesn't delay shipping, and it sends a few cents off of each purchase to us. Let's get into this lock and see what we got. All right guys, so like I said, this is the keyless entry right hand RV lock. When you go to the website, it's going to show you, have different pictures for travel trailers, Class A's, all that kind of stuff. Right hand, left hand, and I'll help you figure out which one you need. So I've already, of course, opened it up and looked at a few things. You get a card here about installation, the lock itself, which is a really nice feeling lock. Some of the other models, and we don't have that type of latch on our cargo doors outside, but those would be nice. Comes with a couple of keys and comes with one remote, which is really cool feature. New strike plate and your screws for installation. I've already changed the default code on the lock to what we're going to use, and I've already programmed the remote, the wireless remote. So if you hit the lock button, it locks the deadbolt. You unlock it, and that's really that's so cool. So just remember, when it comes new, it's going to have a very loud beep. I'm going to go ahead and lock right here, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. It has a very distinct tone when it locks and unlocks. And then when it unlocks, you know, it's really loud. People around you know when you're locking your doors or unlocking your doors, so don't really care for that. I didn't know on the other lock that we had that you could turn that on or off. And then basically the way you do that is you press the 1 and hold it down for a few seconds, and the lock will beep. All right, I don't know if you were able to hear the little beep, but now when we lock, there's no beep. So I like that much better. All right, so I'm gonna pull this apart for a second. I'm gonna turn it off. There's a switch on the back. So this is the back of the lock. Basically, that's where the actuator goes through for locking on the inside, and this is the power wire. You have 4 AA batteries in here, a code reset, and a fob learn, and on and off for the power. And the power hooks up from this side of the lock here to this side of the lock here, right here. So, and this is a really heavy, chunky lock. This is a lot heavier and chunkier than the one that we had originally. So that's really nice. All right, so first thing we got to do is get over here and take the old lock off. I don't think that's going to be too difficult. So let's go do that. The wind's kind of blowing a little bit, but I'm going to try to stay out of the sun. Is right in our faces. I'm going to take this old lock off. I've already removed the strike plate on this side over here off the door. So that really just kind of comes off pretty easy like that. I've already removed the strike plate, like I said. Now, there's the old lock. So, great. Yeah, this thing's been kind of a pain in the butt. All right, so I apologize for the horrible lighting. I don't have much choice the way the sun is facing right now, and like I said, we're at the storage lot, so I got this other camper parked right next to me. We got the new lock. The only thing you just want to be careful when you put this in from the outside, fish it into that hole in the door, just be careful you don't pinch the wire. That's really the only thing I think that you've got to be concerned with. So, all right, so let's see what happens here. I want to make sure that's going to fit first, you know. I guess that's probably a... where the wire is. Well, all right. So that was a little tighter than I thought it was going to be. I think that's going to be good. All right, so we got that in. It overlaps the door there. Didn't really know that was going to be a thing, but it does. All right, I know, and I didn't really think about this before we started with this lock. I've read some forums where some people have, you know, put these in and had this issue. Some people have cut this out to fit, but I don't want to do that. So I will put the lock on and then take a bead of die-core and force it in there so it won't leak. All right, so let's get the strike plate put back in. It's always harder to work on stuff in a cramped area, that's for sure. Not gonna put it super tight just yet, but tight enough to hold it in there.
All right, so this is a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. If you're going to use a drill like this to tighten these screws in or put these screws in, just make sure that you're really careful because it doesn't take much to strip them out. It's probably better to use a handheld screwdriver.
So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this side something here. So I'm gonna plug in, make sure you plug it in, because if you don't plug it in, it won't work and you'll get a little beep. Plug it in, plug it in. All right. These are the new screws. Sorry for my head in the way there. Trying to pull that in a little bit if I can. All right, so, yep, there's just a little bit of a gap up top. All right, so we've got those in. Let's see, let's turn that back on. We're gonna make sure that the lock's functioning, which it is. I know it's bright, guys, I'm sorry. Hopefully this footage will come out. All right, so we've got everything screwed in. That's working. That is working. Let's see, I'm going to enter the code from this side. Oh, 6. Definitely need to turn that beep off. All right, try again. Perfect. All right, so that works good. Let's see if it'll close here. Which it did. It's got a good, you know, a good solid close. That's cool. All right, so let's get the remote. All right, so I got the remote, and you can, if you got more than one lock, you've got a 1 and a 2. So that's open right now. Let's hit lock. And it just heard it actuate, very good. And unlock. Awesome. Perfect. So hang tight, I just noticed something. See if I can get a little higher here let me put the steps out. Hold on just a second. So this is what I was talking about with the case of the lock here. Going over this edge, but if you can see, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. I don't know if it's going to focus. The case has kind of like a little knife edge in there that has sealed tight against the camper and cut into the rubber trim there, and it's sealed itself against the door and cut into that rubber. I'm still going to put a very small bead of Dicor across there. But I'm not nearly as worried about it as I was, because that has really cut into it and sealed against the actual door. So, all right, guys. So that's going to do it for installing the rvlock keyless entry lock. It's pretty straightforward. You may have to tweak the strike plate on the door or the lock a little bit to get everything to work, but nothing that you wouldn't have to do with a replacement lock anyway. So far, we're happy with it. We had one in the past, like I said, so we'll see how this one holds up, but we really enjoyed it in the past. I'll put a link in the description below for the rvlock if you want to go look at it and grab one for yourself. Yeah, it's a pretty handy thing to have. So that's going to do it for us today. Remember, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed and everyone who's watching the videos. We really appreciate it. Take care of each other, love each other, and make every moment count. We'll see you next time, guys.